third in less than 24 hours. It's too hot. Even the locals I'm going past are resting under the shade.
My name's Jude and I'm attempting to cycle alone across one of the least visited parts of the world, West Africa. My journey starts at the bottom of the Sahara in Senegal before heading to the crocs and hippos in Gambia, through Guinea-Bissau which fought off a coup just last week, and then up to the spirit-haunted mountains of Guinea before shooting back down to Sierra Leone, a country still recovering after 10 years of civil war. Then onto the big challenge to finish it all off, cycling through the Liberian rainforest alone, camping deep in the jungle with just my bike, hammock and a sense of adventure to keep me alive. In this episode I search for water like a local, camp way too close to Africa's dangerous wildlife, run out of cash in the 40-degree savannah and meet the most excitable kids I've ever met.
Get out of the way. Fucking hell, I thought this was a roundabout.
Dakar was a hot mess. As soon as I could, I got off its polluted main roads and onto smaller coastal streets. By midday, I'd already been knocked off my bike once, and I was desperate to find my own space to ground myself. The back streets had their own pitfalls, but my gamble soon paid off.
Somewhat incredible to me that this is a widely used road. It's even on Google Maps.
I got fed up hauling my bike through sand, so I thought I'd try out a bigger road I spotted on my map.
My aim is just to go up that sort of ramp on the side. Yeah, before I'd even started, the guide pulled over and said I can't cycle here. You know, there are police who will, I don't know, my French isn't good enough, but I understood I wasn't meant to be here. To be honest, I don't like it at all. It's not safe. I'm just struggling to find the right type of road. You know, in my head I wanted lots of amazing sort of red sand, red dirt tracks. But they're so unreliable, so often they just turn into a giant sand pit. And then you get the some paved roads, but they don't normally go the direction you want. And they're very, very busy with cars constantly pulling in front of you. And then yeah, you got the motorways, which are super easy, super boring, and frankly super dangerous. I just need to work out how this trip's going to work if I don't know what sort of roads I'm going to be on, because I've got a long way to go. Yeah, I don't like this at all. Just coming off, and I've seen what I thought was a petrol station, but I think might be a toll gate. Hopefully this isn't going to be an issue. If there's no police there, it should be fine. This looks like a police officer. Here we go. Bonjour. Ça va?
Ça va, monsieur?
Bonjour.
Vous partez, vous venez d'où?
Pardon? I go off, no more.
Non, non, non. Bon, vous avez une fois vu un motocycliste qui passe dans le péage?
Which way? This way?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, merci beaucoup.
Quand you from?
Angleterre.
Non, ici.
Ah, Dakar.
D'accord.
Oui.
Wait your cut. Non, autoroute, no.
Okay, normal.
I tried playing dumb, but when my best je suis désolé didn't cut it, he marched me round to the side of his barracks where we ended up spending a whole hour.
Don't tend to pay anything. Don't think I'm going to jail.
Dengar anglais, hein? Dengar anglais.
Typically works in my favour if there is a language barrier. That way you can play dumb a bit more.
Where you go?
Gambia.
Gambia.
Yeah.
Is that
Côte d'Ivoire.
Côte d'Ivoire?
Gambia, Guinea-Bissau, Guinea, blah blah blah, Sierra Leone.
Step by step.
Step by step. Yeah.
Okay, step by step.
That's right.
You go Malekunda without.
No, not possible.
Si.
No possible.
Ah.
No.
It's the restriction of chief.
It's not possible.
Why?
Because this is very important to me. I stay with the bicycle. London. Chelsea. You know Chelsea?
Chelsea is not good.
Who is your team?
Arsenal.
Arsenal. Ah, okay.
Please.
Photo. Okay, this is good sign. What's your name?
Ibrahim.
Say it? Ibrahim. Jude.
Bellingham.
Yeah. That's helpful. Yeah, nice to meet you.
Why? He's a very player.
Very good player.
He's a good player.
Very good player. Arsenal, Tottenham, West Ham.
Derby. Arsenal, Tottenham.
Yeah, the big derby.
Big derby.
North London derby. I have some football cards from England. He's West African. Koulibaly, Miemo. This is not Senegalese.
No, he's a Cameroon.
Yeah, and Ghana.
Jordan.
You want Koulibaly? For you?
For me.
For you?
Why?
Because you're nice and helpful.
What is your name?
Jude.
Jude.
Yeah, like Jude Bellingham.
I had so much in common with these guys, but the ability to travel freely in this world is not one of those things. I never thought the toughest question they'd ask me would be about this inequality. I just didn't have a good answer.
I like me.
You like you?
I like go to England.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Aye.
To work. Oui. To work. To work. It's possible.
I don't know. It's difficult. I think it's difficult.
It's difficult. Why?
The visa.
The visa.
You know, visa.
In Senegal, the visa. In England, it's difficult.
Well, it's not very fair, is it? If I am English to come to Senegal, it's easy. That's it. But for you,
Senegal.
to England, it's difficult.
It's difficult. Why?
The restriction.
No restriction.
Yeah.
Okay. Wife.
Yeah?
In Senegal?
No, in England.
Senegal guy.
It's not possible.
You
It's
like?
not possible. No, I'm okay. Thank you. No, it's okay. I'll go this way. Nice to meet you. I took about an hour, but I got out. I said earlier on that I thought someone who could speak English wasn't a good idea, wouldn't help, and I just played dumb. But the opposite was totally true. A really nice experience, to be honest. A little bit uncertain at first, but it's somewhat what one travels for, or what I travel for. That guy Ibrahim in the white vest, super friendly. There's this road being built here on the right, and I was like, that looks like a white guy, and I looked closer. Chinese managers. Kind of cool to see. So I made a friend. I was chilling out on the petrol station and I saw this guy, Mohammed, cycling past, and I shouted and shouted, and he probably ignored me initially because we get shouted at so much by the kids, but not in English. We're going to try cycling together for a bit. I have no idea how this is going to go, but my pace has been awful today. I've done 22 kilometers and it's, I don't even know, 3 o'clock or something. So if I was apprehensive because I, like doing it all at my own pace, but maybe you can just pace me, stop less, get on with it, and we'll see what happens. It's super interesting to me, different ways of travelling. Like, he just pulled into this little compound, which I would have ridden straight past. And because he speaks French, he's just asked the guy for the toilet. There's a well there, I think he's going to get some water. Points at his belly at one point. And yeah, just really interesting, different ways of doing it. He also cycled a lot slower. But I kind of like that because I wasn't out of breath the whole time and made me reassess about maybe I was pushing too hard. Still waiting to see what actually comes of this.
What came of it turned out to be one of the most joyful and profound experiences of my adventure. I already wrote a big post about this on my Insta, so go check that out after.
It's about 8:20, 21 degrees, much quieter roads. This is actually really quite pleasant.
A lack of shade meant I was sweating buckets under the African sun and was often running out of water before finding last-ditch sources. The heat here was way higher than I'd anticipated and I was struggling.
There are a few things in there.
To make matters worse, I ran out of cash and thus food, and my card was constantly being rejected.
I'm actually in heaven right now. So after 2 days of trying at 5 or 6 ATMs, I finally got money out. Honestly, I was so relieved. And then 5 minutes later I found a supermarket. I got a baguette. Treats are normally pretty veggie, but I want a rondelle or whatever, cream cheese and some apple juice. I was at the point not even 2 hours ago where I stopped in the petrol station in the middle of the savannah and I wanted food, I wanted lunch, I didn't even buy anything. I had that little money left. So I'm going to enjoy this. Left Kawalak about half an hour ago. Had a great African cycling siesta. Then that I sat still in the shade for 2 or 3 hours. Went to the supermarkets. As you can see, elephant in the room. I finally got one of these hats. I wanted one since day one. I only ever see 1 or 2 a day being worn. Made me think they're some sort of status symbol. I saw them being sold on the side of the road. So I grabbed one for $5. Covers me from the sun like the other one, but it's breathable and it won't blow off because of the strap. Now heading out of town, back into the savannah and some salt flats, trying to find a nice place to sleep.
Just had to stop for some shade under this tree because it is just so hot under the sun. It's about 38 in the shade, but when you're obviously in the sun it's a lot hotter, and on top of that you've got the tarmac reflecting it back up, and the tarmac itself is hot, too hot to touch with your hands. This road just goes on and on and on, and I'm so glad it's empty because it makes it just about enjoyable, but you see in both directions. Thought I'd do a quick video of a typical village on an intersection. So this is the road I came down. The road goes on, and then the village is over here down the dirt track with the tree, the important tree, with a concrete or cement built resting place.
Hey, my friend.
Hello!
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm fine.
Nice to see you. Pretty sure they build these just so people can sit on. People often come and wait. I don't know exactly what the sign says, but this is water. I've seen people coming with their bottles and just filling up. Yeah, there's a couple of jugs in there. It's about 3 o'clock, that's why I've been resting out from the sun. No, it's 4 o'clock now. It's just so strong. Got the panels charging, the battery pack. Got to the Balbalon River, and as you approach it, about 100 meters before you get here, having been in really arid savanna, the air just changes. It's humid, it's fragrant, it's cooler. Oh my god, I haven't seen anything like it. It's so nice. I might have to go and check out this beach come football field, see if I can find a place to camp on it. My only thought is Crocs. I don't know, I know they have Crocs here, just don't know what the protocol is. Do you look out for footprints? Do you stay away from certain spots? Ah, this is lush. It's cooler and I can wash. Let's see if I can get away from the road a bit. Well, out of sight at least, behind these trees. Just picturing a beer and rum bar waiting for me on the other side of these trees. Beachside, live music, happy hour cocktails. Or just a place I can sleep in peace. I'll take either. It's a bit earlier than I planned to stop. I wanted to get closer to the border to make a quick crossing tomorrow morning. But it's the thing with these sort of trips, if you see something like this, you just got to take it. It's a beach in the middle of the desert, as far as I'm concerned. It's not your best geography there, but whatever. Well, I was aware that the mud was getting a bit soft because it was starting to flick up onto my tyre here. It's all about speed, it seems, because as I slowed down, I lost half my back wheel. That's a good 6 inches in there. My derailleur's in it. So probably turn around. It does look dry there though. I'm always tempted just to push that little bit more to find the perfect spot. It pays off so often. Talk about stuck in the mud. I tried to turn around because I wasn't getting any better. It's getting harder, in fact. I can't really get going now. My whole wheel system is caked in it. My drinking bottle cleaning the wheel, lovely. Made it here. I think this will do. Just coming up to the 5:30, 6 o'clock on day 5. I've got a gorgeous camp set up. Feels really good just when you've got the right equipment for what you need. The solar panels charging the batteries, stoves boiling the water for food. Got my water purifier out to clean the water. But then also when you can rely on nature, and that gorgeous wash just had in the river, the Bao Balon. I spent a long time back home thinking about what I'd do in this sort of situation, but I never actually thought I'd be in it. It's 10:30 and I was just doing some research on the area I was in because it must be something I can learn about it, and I was on the Wikipedia page. I read that leopards are really common here, and that got me thinking about the tracks I saw earlier, because before I went in the river I was concerned about crocs, so I looked for tracks, and I even sent a video, I think, to Nicola.
I'm hoping that these are just dog prints.
I looked up the footprint of a leopard, and I'm shitting myself. It's what's out there, and it wasn't just one or two. I wasn't looking for them when I found them. So now I'm in this situation where I'm worried that I'm sleeping in leopard territory, and then I'm reading about it and that they're nocturnal hunters. I just don't think I'm going to get any sleep tonight. I hope I haven't been reckless here. Day 6, just woke up. This is going to sound stupid. I was actually slightly surprised to wake up. Don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't a relatively peaceful sleep. It was actually probably one of my best night's sleep, even though I didn't sleep till close to 1 o'clock. I ended up spending a lot of time reading about hyenas as well, but they're the other thing that's prevalent around here that has paws like that. And there were last night some strange noises, and then I started listening to hyena sounds on my phone to try and see if they sounded similar. I had to turn the volume down a lot because I really don't want to attract them. My first day in Gambia. Pretty open road, both ways. Occasional vehicles, but the vast majority of the time got the road to myself. Really hot, but really happy to have some bit more nature and a bit less vehicles. Just trying to make sure that where I'm sleeping is, a nice spot, which I think it is.
Holy fuckaroni.
Morning. How are you? I'm good. How are you? How are you?
We are friends.
You are fine. My name is Jude.
What?
My name is Jude.
Two.
Jude.
Give me bicycle.
Give you a bicycle. I'm afraid I need it.
Give me apple.
I don't have an apple. I'd love an apple. I'd share one with you. I don't have any fruit. I don't have any food.
Gambia was a noticeably poorer country than Senegal. Besides other remnants of British colonialism, I was so relieved to be able to communicate with the locals finally.
What's your name? What's your name?
Jude.
Jude.
Yeah, Jude.
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 Jude. Jude. Right. Jude.
Pretty much out of water, so I'm hoping I'll be able to get some in this next village. It's a tourist. Hello. Gosh, you're very excited, aren't you? Let's get some water, please. It's possible. No? Yeah? Took my top off. Just saw how much salt there is. 12 kilometers to go. Not the most culturally normal thing to do. Take one's top off, but thought I'd get some vitamin D on my back, keep it healthy. And there really aren't many people anyway. It's just endless. The road is just the same the whole way. I'd take it any day over the traffic, but this road is just one straight line with no variety in landscape. Occasionally a 1% up or a 1% down, or a little headwind if you're lucky for some variety. It just makes it hard to be motivated. Just playing games in my head, trying to count down minutes and kilometers or watch things or whatever. Just going 1 kilometer at a time at the moment, tricking myself. So if I can get to 11 kilometers to go, I'll be there, and then when I'm at 11, if I can get to 10 kilometers to go, I'll be there. If I keep doing that, I will be there. But just 12 kilometers just feels like so far when it's such hard riding. So close, 10 kilometers to go. 9k to go. Come on. Yeah. Knees are stuck. Almost 8k to go. 5k to go. Almost 4k to go. 3 kilometers to go. The shadow's getting longer. 2 kilometers.
As I turned onto a new road for the first time in 2 days, a wave of emotion came over me at the thought of someone else cooking dinner and providing drinkable water for me. I realised now that those 7 days had been far tougher than I'd allowed myself to feel. From battling trucks and headwinds to the inescapable heat, throw in a lack of shade with a healthy dose of dangerous wildlife and dodgy water constantly keeping me on my toes, and I finally understood just how much I'd had to be fighting my own corner. It's one of the reasons I do this, of course, to exercise those muscles that we so rarely use in developed nations, to remind myself of primal abilities to adapt and overcome. Now though, I knew I needed to rest, my groin was rubbing, my toes aching, and I desperately needed to rehydrate.
Gambia River. I was not expecting yachts.
As I looked over the river this country is named after, I reflected also on my time in Senegal, a poor but proud nation, as diverse as it is hardworking, and full of others who want nothing more than to be your friend.
Hey, Jude here. I'm on the banks of the River Gambia where I just spent 4 days making this video. I do it because it's my passion, and if you know anyone who shares that passion for adventure with me, then please share this video with them now. Thank you.